Hey everyone, I wanted to do a little brief introductory Booktube video and go over what I'm currently reading today. First of all, I'm reading a physical book. This is Principles by Ray Diallo. I believe any manager or someone who wants to be a manager or in business should read this book. It's great about Ray Diallo's story personally and Bridgewater's success in investments. But at the same time, it also has principles that people in all kinds of industries can learn from, as far as really getting down to the truth when you talk to employees, not sugarcoating anything. There's a way to say the truth without hurting people's feelings, but at the same time, they need to know what can be corrected and the truth. And your employees need to become able to tell you the truth at the same time. I think this is just a great book. I'm looking forward to his second release. He's going to have an investment principles book coming here hopefully soon, and I'm going to pick that up at the same time. I mean, just look at the design of this book. Look at the cover. Look at the, obviously they had a graphic designer. Look at I don't know if you can see in here with the pages, with some of it in red. The tips that you really need are in bold. But yeah, this is one that will definitely remain on my shelves. Another book that I'm reading right now, and this may be more familiar to people, is Stephen King's The Outsider. And I'm doing that right now on Audible. Listen to it while I'm going to work, while I'm walking the dog. And Stephen King can be kind of strange, and I'm about halfway through, and it looks like that's a good story so far. He's kind of, what's going to happen, but at the same time, then you don't know what's going to happen, and he throws a little curveball in there. And then Stephen King still likes to interject some kind of the modern stories within his story, so it seems like something that could actually be happening today, except that it's really science fiction. Besides that, now on my Kindle, I'm reading this book, Porn Generation by Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro is a commentator. Basically, he's on YouTube. He has the Daily Wire. So it's talking about how it's an older book. It's about 10 years old. So it's still talking about the internet generation. And when I say older, by 10 years old, when we're talking about the internet generation, a lot's changed since then. But he's talking about how the culture has changed. So I'm about a third of the way through, and that's an interesting one. It's a little slower read because I just have to really be in the mood to read about the culture, and when I get into that mood, that's when I read that one. The next book I'm reading, and that's also on Audible, is called College Unbound. And I've been saying for a long time that college is getting outrageously expensive, and everybody knows that, but at what point is it not going to be worth it for us to be pushing people there? Because let's take this. Would you pay $1 million for your degree? You probably wouldn't, unless you're going to become a really successful doctor. But we're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for other degrees that people really don't debate the worth of the degree. They don't know what their prospects or their earning income or anything like that is going to be. Well, this book is going over all of that. It's going over the new massive open online courses. And luckily for me, I was able to get my degree from the military using the GI Bill. But not everybody has that option. Not everybody wants to do that. Not everybody should do that. But for me, that worked out. I just debate whether it's an option for everybody these days. And so that's about it. That sums it up. Those are the 4 books that I'm reading right now. At some point, I'll do a Booktube newbie tag. So I look forward to talking about these books with you. I noticed there's a lot of course, young adult on Booktube. There's a lot of different things. There's a lot of booktubers that I watch that I haven't actually read the books that they review, because that's just not my thing, but I still like watching them. So I wanted to get out there and talk about the books that I actually like to read. Thanks for joining me. Bye.